Yes, and we have Elodie Zone in the building. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
You look fire.
Thank you. This is my clothing line, so I love the
Yay!
compliment.
Please, okay, now that we're there, just name drop everything.
Let me just dive
Yes.
in proper.
Okay.
So this is Kiana Designs. So it's a clothing store that started a couple of months ago. And we've just finally gotten a website this past week. So I've come to the show excited and enthusiastic.
Great. We were expecting mom as well. So maybe big shout out to Archie.
Yeah, so at Attitude is my mom's Instagram handle. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here because of work, but she sends her love, hugs.
We love her here. We
Yeah,
do.
and
We
she's
do.
here in spirit.
Yes,
Her energy is here.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
I know we just got right into it, but maybe you can introduce yourself. Let us know what it is that you do, because you do a lot. You do a lot.
Yeah.
From content creation to, you know, PR, editing, marketing.
There's a lot. So I mean, the primary thing I focus on is digital. So of course I'm a content creator. I do digital for other individuals and companies as well. I'm also a mental health advocate, which is something I've been extremely passionate about since I was 14. And of course now I have the clothing line. So little things here and there, but I'm really enjoying multitasking and working on many projects.
Great.
Yeah.
And having or being able to stand out and have your own and follow your passion, follow your dreams. And I don't know, growing up, probably back in the day, it's not happening now. But if you came from a family where there were teachers in that family, then all the children, the first career anybody would tell you would be like, Jaribu, Mwalimu, you know, be a doctor, be a lawyer.
Yeah.
But then you were let to fly and be what it is that you want to be.
Yes.
How was that? Was this the dream for you?
It's actually interesting because I entered the digital space because my mom got me a laptop for my 16th birthday, and it just happened to have all of these applications for editing photos and videos. So it's been an amazing journey because she's been extremely supportive from day one. I know that she was a little bit nervous in the beginning, being so open online with anybody in the world having access.
Yes.
She was a little bit concerned, but as I began to grow, as I began to prove that this is a profitable thing to do, as I focus on my school and as I focus on my education, she began, you know, just supporting me even more and more. And now she's in the digital marketing space as well. So I feel like I've inspired her as well, which is great.
I feel like it went full circle from I am taking care of you, I'm protecting you, then mom looking at you and being like, okay, maybe I can just dive in as well.
Exactly.
So there's a whole circle with that. When it comes to your mom, you're very close. Very, very close. Drawing the line between, mom, are you hearing me? We are friends. Do I feel like I'm respected for the opinions that I am making or for the decisions that I am making, that this is the direction that I want to go with my life? Trust me enough to take care of myself. How was that journey for the two of you? And for you especially, because you're the one who's here.
I think that's a good question because I also get that question a lot in terms of finding that balance with making sure you do what your parents need you to do, but also fulfilling your dreams.
Yeah.
It might sound a bit unfortunate, but you have to put in double the effort. You know, if it's important for your if your parents make it important for you to have that education, and they want you to study and finish university, do it. But whenever you have a minute of free time, put that into your passion or into whatever creative work or craft you want to do. You have to do both. And since I was 16, I've been working double, triple the amount of time, but it's going to be worth it in the end.
And growing up, we all have rules. I mean, mom is mom.
Yeah.
And that will come about. What are some of the realistic rules? Because there were others that didn't make sense. It's just, I'm overprotective and that I don't need to give you a reason. But I am just here, just know I have your good intentions at heart. But when you look back, what are some of the things that made you be grounded, that mom set out and be like, this is it, you will have to do this? And when you look back, you're like, makes sense now. Maybe it didn't then. But when you look back, what are some of those instances for you?
I think the first thing wouldn't necessarily be something she did or said, but it would be a way that I thought. Because at the end of the day, my mom is my best friend, she's my sister, she's my friend, but she's still my mother.
Yeah.
So you still have to have that level of respect. If she says no to something, it's a no. And you don't have to understand it in that moment, but no, long term it's for my advantage and for my gain. You know, so just having that level of respect as the foundation, I think is what has made things a lot easier. But then also the fact that over the years I've been alive, I've actually learnt my mom very well. So I already know what she's going to agree to or not agree to,
Yeah.
which I think is a huge advantage. But I mean, overall, I'm very grateful for it because now that I'm an adult, I'm a photocopy of her. There's things I do and say, and I'm like, oh my God, that's my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And getting into the different kinds of things that you do, starting your clothesline, what would you say was the inspiration behind that? To be like, I have done all these things, but I want to go this direction. Had you started small? Were you toying with the idea for a bit?
So I think the fact that growing up, my mom was able to push me to get involved in many different activities that are very, very diverse, whether it's sports, music, drawing. It already embedded a level of creativity in versatile and diverse areas in my mind. So when it comes to the clothing line, when it comes to photography, when it comes to videography, when it comes to writing, I'm really focused on even getting a book out. I'm already such a creative, and so for me, I wake up every day and I just have fun. If I'm curious about something, I'll just try it. I've never ever been fearful to tap into a new industry or area. And that's just been, how it's just always been like that since I was little. So it's the creative in me, I must be honest.
How do you handle then the moments or times where something does not go as you'd imagined? Like, so I want to get into this venture, I want to try out these things, I'm curious about it, let me just get into it. But then not everything will work out how you wanted it to.
Yeah.
How do you handle that and get back up and be like, yeah, that happened, but I'm going to try something else?
What really has helped me is my curiosity and love for psychology and mental health and self-development. As I've been on that journey, it's been able to unlock things in my mind that make me realize, not everything is going to go my way, but it's about how do you then overcome it.
Yes.
So if it's, journaling, meditating, sitting in silence to kind of reflect, that might be it. If I'm feeling angry or agitated or aggravated, I know, whether it's my mom or my friend, there's that venting board where you can release and then start again. I also have a lot of mentors and very intelligent people around me, so I can have conversations with them and they can challenge me. Or they can tell me you can improve like this, like this, like this, and I'm just curious and constantly ready to learn. So for me, I feel like failure doesn't actually exist. It's just that there was a lesson you're supposed to learn.
To pick up.
Exactly.
And that's what we don't look at. You're just so obsessed with it didn't work out, You don't see what it is that you were supposed to pick up from that.
Exactly.
You started out sharing your life, your routine, the things that you do, personal life and social media.
Yeah.
That can go both ways, good and really ugly. How do you handle the good, the bad, the ugly of social media and having your life in the limelight?
What I do is what I'd advise anybody to do. And that's when like the world is on fire around you, turn off your phone and ensure that you have a solid support system. I can literally turn off my phone and be offline for a month. Nobody look for me. I have my mom, I have my friends, I have my people with me, and that gives me time to work on my mental health and rebrand and see how I'm going to do things differently. Don't force yourself to scroll through Twitter. Don't force yourself.
You don't do that. So all the hate messages.
I don't see them.
They're all in vain. No, stop it.
For real, they are. Yeah. So just block your mind from it, because at the end of the day, whatever you put your mind on is what you're going to end up attracting. It's what you're going to end up seeing and noticing and absorbing. So if you focus on the positives, then I've been my happiest when I've been being bashed online. But in my personal life, I'm happy and I'm grateful.
Okay. And we don't know.
Nobody knows.
We were just like
just diving in, angry fingers on the keyboard.
With pseudo accounts.
What?
Because I'm not even brave enough to have my face on that comment.
And I've gone through an experience where I don't even know what I was trending online for, and I sent messages.
That many, Elodie.
Am I just destroying my reputation on camera? What? But I DM people and I'm like, I noticed you said this. Would you like to have a conversation?
Hold up, what?
And no, but people were too scared. They're like, no, sorry, it was a joke. Oh,
excuse me?
No, sorry, I didn't mean it. Oh, that wasn't me. That was somebody else on my account. I'm like, all right.
So they're not even...
It's just, I don't know. I have no idea what it is.
Maybe I should do that one of these fine days.
Try. Just find one person.
Do you want to take this up with me
Let's go. Let's take this outside.
I would be so scared. I wouldn't know what to say after that. But then they wouldn't know that.
They wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know that.
I don't even think it would reach the point where like they'd figure it out.
You've tried so many things in terms of things that drive you and the passion that you have for life and the things that life have to offer.
Yeah.
What is the next thing? Now we have outfits that look this gorgeous in the world. What is the next thing for you? What is that future thing? What are you seeing?
I believe right now the main thing, if I had to wrap it up in, let's say, 3 words, would definitely be consistency with what I'm already doing.
Great.
Would be self-discipline, again, with the already existing projects. And would obviously be the book. And even the book was such a random idea.
Let's just get there. Let's just sit in there. So tell us about the book.
So I actually got the idea a couple weeks ago and I was just hanging out with my friends and I don't know what we was talking about, like Disney Channel or something and all these like princesses and whatnot, and they asked me, oh, what's your favorite Disney princess? And I'm like, I don't have one because I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I guess that's my tomboy side.
Okay.
And then they started going back and forth banter and they were like, oh, imagine if you were a character, if you were a cartoon, who would you be? And it was just like a lighthearted conversation. And like, let me rewind a little bit back to when I was around, let me say 12-ish. I've been a writer. I've actually been a published poet in the UK, but under a different name.
Okay.
And I've always been very interested in poetry. But the conversation between poetry and this children's book and kind of blending them together, especially because I was also such a huge Dr. Seuss fan growing up, I'm like, it would be such a fun and interesting project to work on. Why not do it? Just because it would be something fun to really challenge my creativity, but also bring my writing to Kenya because it's only in the UK. So like, why not? It would be a fun project.
Okay, so where are we after the idea of I might just want to do this, it's fun, let me just try, let me push myself?
Still early, still brainstorming phases. I've already begun writing a little bit. I'd love to bring my mom on board because I can imagine having like a children's book in collaboration with her. That would be so much fun.
I think it would be.
Yeah, but for now, I don't think it would be anything I'd even monetize. This is just a fun project to challenge my mind and something I've never done.
I think great things start there.
Yeah.
Because you're having fun with it. You don't feel like you're getting tired, like you have timelines. It's just, I am doing it. I'm having a good time. And we'll see how it goes.
Exactly.
As a person, what grounds you as we come to the end of this conversation? What are some of the things that ground you?
I'd definitely say the people that I surround myself with. The people closest to me are so far away from this whole social media and media world. And they're so level-headed and they're so focused and they're so much smarter than me, so they're constantly challenging me. You truly are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And so I ensure that the people I keep myself with are the people pushing me, motivating me, being a shoulder to cry on, making me laugh, and I always need to ensure that I'm being the same for them. So thank you to my people.
Awesome. Social media handles where we can find you. We see you on our screens once in a while if you want to drop that in. But yeah, you can just tell us where to find the outfits as well.
All right. So, I mean, the first person, of course, I have to shout out is my mom. At Attitude. She has a career show, Career Under Construction, which I named a...
That was you?
I named that when I was like 12. I kid you not.
Okay, great.
So
she didn't say that
out.
last time. Attitude.
Mom. So go ahead and check that out. If you want to check out the clothing line, this is Kiana Designs. We now officially have a website. We are going to be able to distribute globally. So go ahead and check that out. And then, of course, for me, at Elodie Zone on Instagram and YouTube. I can't wait to see you guys there.
Great. Thank you so much for coming through. Such a bubble of energy. Loved it. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We will be right back. This is Full Circle with Mwikali.